I'd like to introduce our experts today.
Beekeeping is something you do, not something you talk about. It's like talking about beekeeping. It's like breakdancing about architecture or something. Three questions. Question number one I was asked to answer was, why keep bees? You know, why should a person keep bees? Everybody who's keeping bees, raise your hand. How many you got? See, we got call centers everywhere. You know, we look just like you, we walk just like you. So why keep bees? The main reason I think why an individual would want to keep bees is that it really kind of like lifts the fog of the 21st century from your eyes. It gets you away from doing this with your BlackBerry as you walk around and gets you looking at, oh, that's really blue. Oh dear, it's going to rain. Wow, those clouds are coming over. Oh dear, the low temperature is 39 tonight. It gets you more in touch with the natural world. And in this kind of concrete and glass and plastic enclosure that we've built for ourselves that you guys call New York, it's like it's good to know that there's still some nature here. And there is a lot of nature. A beehive can do very well in this city. The amazing thing about New York City that I really like is when flowers stop blooming, highly paid experts pull those flowers out and put in different flowers that are blooming. And as a beekeeper, it's just kind of like cut-shading. Another reason to keep bees is it is truly the Kilimanjaro of garden. If you were to walk into, a coffee shop and someone says, oh yes, I'm growing organic tomatoes. Well, can you top that? Well, I'm growing sweet corn, so I'll have some early sweet corn next week. And you can say, well, I've got a hive of bees. Oh, game set. And of course, the other part of it, at a church potluck, you guys do have potlucks. Everything's catered. I don't know if you have potlucks. I'm going to do potlucks. Someone brings, here's some zucchini for my garden. Well, that's a big deal. No one likes zucchini. Oh, here's a vegetable medley from my garden. You say, well, here's some baklava I made with some honey from my beehive. Once again, instant hands down win. So it is truly the pinnacle of gardening that, requires a certain amount of adventuresome and maybe recklessness. That's gardening. Why urban bees? That was the second question. Well, in a sentence, local food kind of requires local bees. And there have been a couple of efforts that have been kind of like urban farming way out in East New York, which is actually East Brooklyn. And there's a couple of other urban farming cooperatives and people trying to actually seriously grow some food here. And they tried and they failed miserably because this little thing called pollination wasn't going on. And so they got the people like me who were quietly keeping bees because this is had been out of sight, out of mind. They said, can we get some of your bees to pollinate our crops? And then all these non-governmental agencies and people getting grants and so on said, okay, we can do this, but oops, it's illegal. And you can't take government money and spend it on something that's illegal. It just doesn't work. And you can't take donated money that people have donated to your tax-deductible organization and do something illegal with it. So all these non-governmental agencies are pressuring the city to make beekeeping illegal, which is a good thing. But really, without pollination, we won't really have much local food. And the bees are probably required, whether they be the stingless bees, the solitary bees, the native bees, the 200 species that they index, or plain old honeybees. We know more about plain old honeybees. They're easier to deploy. We are slowly learning about the native stingless bees. And as we learn more and more, we'll be able to do more and more with them. Out west of the Rockies, they've had a great success because they got species of bee there that's easy to manage, called an orchard basin bee. They don't do well east of the Rockies. So we're still kind of thrashing around. We've been looking at Japanese bees, believe it or not. Okay, colony collapse disorder. That's the third question. What is CCD? What causes it? Well, sorry to say it's your fault. It's all your fault. Everyone here. You all bought flat screen TVs. And those flat screen TVs came over to the U.S. in containerized ships, very fast containerized ships. And those containers carried various hitchhikers in the form of invasive exotic pests and pathogens and diseases, and some of them are invasive exotic pathogens and pests and diseases of bees. And since the 1980s, as world trade has gone up and up and up, we've had more and more and more problems with bees. And the most recent one is colony collapse which is, and I'll tell you right now, there's going to be a paper published. It's two kinds of disease called eczema. We have eczema apis and eczema cerami, and then there's also a virus. It's an iridescent class of virus. All three of these things come from Asia. So they came over here with your flat screen TVs. So your flat screen TVs killed my bees. Thank you very much. Now, what it actually is, it's a complete lack of any sort of concern for biosecurity. When I go to the airport, I get a free colonoscopy, and that's just as I'm getting on an airplane. But these containers can just come right in, and you can go to Bayonne and watch them come in. That's the fact that they can work 24/7, those frames are needed. And that's where a lot of these invasive species are. I'm sure you guys have all heard about invasive species. There's a lot of them, and a few of them affect bees. So that's CCD in a nutshell. It's an invasive mix of invasive diseases. And that's my end of it, because I had one thing left. That's it.
Thank you so much.
One thing beekeeping teaches you that you are not, she said that I was an expert. Well, if you become a beekeeper, one thing you learn very quickly and you're taught every day by the bees is that you are not an